In the world blind. Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, I'll diss my sound. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give
Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode, basically, of my Let's Talk series, basically just pretty much sit back, shoot the shit kind of thing. But before we get into it, if you guys are new, welcome, everybody. Make sure you hit that like button. Also, hit that subscribe when you guys are new, and shout out to everybody that's coming up as well. But what up's going on, Lady Kenzie? What up, man? Appreciate everybody coming through. Shout out to the 4 that's in the building. Yeah, I mean, so far, we're just kind of, like I said, sit back, shoot the shit, that kind of thing. You know, guys want to ask me questions, and pretty much I can be an open book. If you guys want to ask me any personal questions, shit like that. But like I said, man, it's fun being as a content creator. Well, like I said, damn, I had a feeling Tobias was going to find a way to. Well, let's be real. I'm not surprised because let's be real. Like, the damn contract is fucking ridiculous, to say the least. But yeah, man, it's just been, like I said, man, for those who have seen the last episode I had done, I did kind of talk about, it's been a hell of a fucking ride the last year and a half, soon to be 2 years here on this YouTube channel. Because, like, the thing is too, it's like, it's fun. I find it fun. Well, what I find interesting is just like, is how many new people I've met through the YouTube community, especially the Philly sports community as it is. Like I said, my buddy Mitch, Joey Shakes, Philly 500, and some other, it's so many others. I mean, like I said, it's been kind of pretty fun to actually meet some new people along the way. And the fact that we're on the road to almost at 1,000 right now, we're sitting at 849 in terms of subscriber count. But like I said, man, I'm the kind of person whereas like for me, I just don't care what my numbers say. I just have the fucking fun with it. But like I said, man, these streams usually I usually do like 20 or 30 minutes, just kind of just talking shit. That's basically kind of what this is all. The premise of this is. But shout out to the 6 people that's in the building, 5 from the YouTube channel. Welcome everybody. If you guys are new, make sure you smash the like button, hit that subscribe button. If you guys are new. Like I said, man, it's been one hell of a ride. I would say, especially meeting Mitch for the first time. And actually, I want to kind of break that down a little bit, which is funny because even my buddy Tyler too. And for those who have seen my partner in crime, my co-host, pretty much my other half of the Philly Sports Talk podcast YouTube page, as well. He's the one who kind of got me to shout to him though for getting me to the podcast game, because prior to 2021, which was this channel was officially branded as the Philly Sports Talk podcast. Now, granted, I went through some different name changes, different logo designs, but yeah, I mean, but I appreciate that. Like I said, I appreciate that. I really do. And yeah, and also if you check on the Overlight too, you can check all of them. You can find me on all social media. TikTok, we're still growing that. We're still growing that. I just posted the new TikTok on the Javon, not Javon Hargraves, but the Ndamukong Suh news as well, which I will post there from time to time, depending on what news is out. Most of the time, too, I just scroll through TikTok and just look at random crap that's on the For You page. Because let's be real, I found because me and my buddy Todd, we just send each other like the weird random TikToks through between like 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning most times. But I mean, like I said, being a content creator though, and yeah, it does have its come its challenges. Yeah, sure. I mean, I've been doing this for almost 2 years. Yes, I mean the grind was worth it. I mean, shit, almost 2 years worth of hard work, dedication, and yep. Appreciate everybody coming through. Like I said, man, it's been one hell of a ride as a content creator, and really sharing what I like about Philly sports, or just want to just get on a stream and just talk. And that's the reason why I do these let's talk streams every so often, I mean, and there's an occasional time where I'll do like a late night show, which me and my buddy Tyler for till how long we can stay out till we pass out. I mean, like I said, I mean, it's been the last year and a half, man. It made so many memories. Meeting Greg Millie for the first time. Shout out to him. Met Keith for the first time as well. Man, I met some people for the first time throughout my journey as a content creator, which is great. It was just funny now looking back at it. It's like, looking at some of my older videos that I've done, and let me take a look, see where. Give me 1 second. I can actually give you an idea of how many videos I have done. I have done 731. Well, this is 731 in terms of the how much content I put out on the channel. I mean, it's just one of those things. It's like I enjoy bringing you guys content because let's be real, the audio. This is a very good point too, and I brought it. Me and Tyler talked about this too. I think. For those who want to try to get to know us a little bit more, because when we start getting when he got me to the podcasting game, I had to figure out what I wanted to base my podcast around. So, I mean, the fact that I've lived in the, even though I live in Jersey, but I'm still in the Philadelphia area, near the Delaware Valley part of that Philadelphia area, part of that I'm like I say, I'm close to Philly. So I base my podcast and the YouTube channel around Philly sports. So, I mean, except for the Flyers. That's the only exception. And because the Flyers still beginning to stink, but that's besides the point. But like I said, man, it's been a hell of a ride. Looking back of the different milestones that I've hit, God, when I first hit and which is funny, looking back at it, some of the views that I have, gotten on some videos, I think think my introduction when I got over 100 views, or no, that was my Chase Anderson video that I'd done almost 2 years ago. At the time, I didn't really know what to think at the time. Getting 100 views, and by today's standards is low. But yeah, think about it. The way that I saw it is, it's the first time content creator getting that many views on a video. It was like a huge milestone for me. That's the way that I put it. Now, getting more than 100 plus views on different videos and streams, that's been like a whole consistent thing. So that is kind of common for me. And there are times when I've gotten over some streams and videos over with 1,000 plus views. Shit, even shorts, which I've been doing a lot more than I was doing, and since then. It's just been now with everything, kind of how this YouTube channel try to get this, and especially getting from the build from the ground up, go through different rebrands, different logo designs. But yeah, as you can see on the top of my overlay, that's my current logo now. Yeah, it's been, like I said, it's been one of these things that's it's really hard to feel of how much, like I said, man, it's like I said, it's hard to put into words of how very grateful I am to having this kind of platform. Yes, I know there's going to be some haters here and there. What content creator deals with that, but that's besides the point. But for me, though, like I said, shout out to the 849 people who actually subscribe to the channel. I'm the kind of person where I'm just and I tell this people a lot too. I'm the kind of person where I don't want to put on a persona and just be myself. And yeah, that's how I've drawn some people who want to subscribe to my channel, and yeah, I draw some haters because of some of the shit that I say. I like it. I'm the kind of person that's brutally honest. Shit, Bears. Ghoulie, who's a longtime diehard Bears fan, I made a couple of videos on the front office. This is prior to Ryan Poles was hired as a GM and all this stuff, doing a coaching change. But I have criticized the Bears front office in 2 or 3 videos on the channel. And it's funny, it's just how much people want to give me shit, because I'm just speaking the damn truth. The Bears ain't going to go anywhere until the McCaskies or Virginia McCaskey want to kick the bucket. And Ghoulie would, if I had Ghoulie on right now, Ghoulie would tell you the exact same thing. Because knowing that the front office has not done anything to really help the Bears, but that's besides the point. But like I said, man, meeting other content creators like Dante, all things Houston, the Astros, the Texans, the Rockets, another pretty cool, awesome content creator to be good friends with. Same with Keen the Building, Mitch, AK Eagles. Definitely are all for the wrestling community, which is great. And, for those who have been around the channel, I even cover wrestling too with my buddy Tyler with the It's Real to Me podcast show, which we'll do every single Thursday, depending on, like I said, and also being a content creator also has its challenges too. For those who are working a full-time job, but like I said, I even might mention this too in some of the streams I've done with Tyler, it's I work a full-time job, but I do this as a hobby. If I do get monetized, yeah, I'm be grateful for that. Which we're almost towards getting to that monetization period. So which is great. Look, we're almost towards the halfway point, or more than halfway, I would say, to the 900. Which is crazy to believe of how much, especially of how much videos and streams I put into the channel. And different collabs that I've done. But most of the time, just try to put in the hard work. That's just how I showed to, really showing how to really build this channel from the ground up. And, yeah, it's just it's funny. It's I don't know, man. And also, being part of different networks too also helped too. Meeting some new people as well, especially in the hardcore sports network that I've where I'm with now. But shout out to everybody that's in the hardcore sports network as well. Mitch, AK, just many others. It's hard to really name them all. It's gonna be Philly at halftime. I appreciate working with him. Philly Sports Rap. Also working with him at the same time. But yeah, man, it's been fun. It's been very interesting to say the least. But I mean, it's like I said. I mean, I even said this, and I'm going to try to reiterate this. It's like being a content creator. Yes, like I said, it does have its challenges. And when we first start out, it's hard to figure out where do you want to start, and knowing that. Even though I had my Philly Sports Talk podcast in an audio version, even though at the time, I did kind of care about numbers, especially when I did the audio version of before I rebranded this channel to where it is today. It's just of how much work that I put into this. Not just me. I mean, different people have come onto the channel as well. I had Joey Shakes on before. I had a couple of reporters coming on. I have my buddy Tyler, like I said, who also helps me with the channel as well, kind of just talks some stuff and brought us some new shows that, even though I haven't come up with, I mean, like Between the Lines, which we'll hold every so often. Yeah, I mean, it's been, like I said, it's been one of those things. It's like of how much work, I mean, and take it from me. When I first started out in the podcasting game, it was weird to kind of get a grasp of it, but over time, oh boy, what's that, RQ? What do you got to get off your chest, my guy? Because, like I said, man, it's been. I mean, I'm not surprised that he's an All NBA. Let's be real. SGA is an underrated player, in my honest opinion. But like I said, man, these are the streams. I don't really usually hold these streams very long, usually about 20, 30 minutes. Yo, what up? What up? But like I said, man, it's been this last year and a half, soon to be 2 years come January. It's, it's hard to really comprehend, like I said, of how much work I put into this channel and try to build it, and still trying to get better each and every day. Like I said, if you go back for those, it's crazy. I mean, if it goes back to watch my older videos, it's just yikes. You can admit to me that my older videos that I've done. My introduction sounding really cringy as hell. Same with the thumbnails have got, and that's another thing too, which is over the time that I've been doing it, being a content creator, is learn how to get better at, making thumbnails and stuff like that, and try to get like a better setup. And, since getting this green screen to have him in the background has been a bit of a better look to the setup, because before I have I guess you could say a shelf over onto the side with one of my jerseys were hanging up, and that was my setup in my early days. Since now getting an actual desk, and shout out to Keith for this better mic. It's just it took a while. I mean, it's got like I said. I mean, even Coach Spotlight too. I know some people might have different points of views on him, but there's a few things that he's actually talked about that still stuck with me. It still sticks with me. You got to find your niche. What you're pretty good at. I mean, it's just, and I want to mention this too. But the last episode I did, when I first started making videos, I don't even know how to fucking edit for shit. Because I had my buddy Mitch's his best friend to help me learn how to edit. So ever since then, I've been kind of doing my own edit. Well, I'm not these advanced editing you see. These are the bigger channels, with actual like full highlight clips and stuff like that. But it's just, that's the way that's just how it is. But for me, I just feel like, I just take it for what it is. I just enjoy this entire ride. Like I said, and I even said this too, the grind doesn't stop, even though I do work a full-time job. So, so the content's going to be spread out here and there, but there's still going to be some content coming up, no matter if it's streams like these, a couple occasional videos or shorts, or gaming streams. because I mean, those are the kind of contents I focus more on. Because I feel like I find streaming a lot more easier than making videos because I think you get a lot more out of doing a stream than you do a video because you have to do like a bullet point format, which for me is, and I'll admit this too, doing things in bullet point format kind of sucks. But the only time I ever do it is for like topics and stuff like that. It kind of just, break a topic down, like, do one topic, break it down into the different parts, do another one, same exact thing, where it's just like I'm constantly just not want to bounce back and forth, I would say. And, this is the way that I see it. That's the way how I normally would do things. And there's times when I don't feel like doing a video when there's breaking news. I just put out a short. And also, too, another tip, too, for those who are upcoming content creators, which I will give some, I have talked about, try to do shorts. Yes, I know shorts really don't do really much for your watch hours. But I will say this, too. Shorts are good to get the subscriber growth. And I've gotten many subscribers, some subscribers from shorts. Majority of the time, it's usually from my streams. But that's just how I have done it. And like I said, man, the fact we're one away from 850, but 50 overall from 900 is mind-boggling, to say the least, because I would never would have thought. And what up, Jeff? Yes. Even though, yeah, you're not wrong, Arku, because this is the way that I see it. I mean, and me and Tyler talked about this many, many times. We've vilified Howie Roseman the last between 2 to 4 years, mostly 2 years, prior to getting Devontae Smith in the 2021 draft, I think. Yes, sir, Jeff. Absolutely. But like I said, going back to what I was saying, I mean, Howie at times is pulling stuff like a madman. Yes, Eagles fans, we have shared our complaints about him over the years. I mean, constantly missing draft picks left and right. Could have had a guy like, I mean, God, there's many talents that if I can really name a few. I mean, people are going to remember, or, we missed out on DK. We missed out on Justin Jefferson. Hell, back in 2012, we missed out on Russell Wilson, which was, who would have thought, who could imagine Russell Wilson in an Eagles uniform? But that's besides the point. But I mean, oh, yeah, absolutely. Mitch, first time, it's been a long time since I worked with Mitch, so I can't wait for that as well. But 2 o'clock, I will do day 8 of free agency, kind of do like a little bit of recap and see who's going to sign where. Because right now, the only biggest signing that I've seen so far was Anthony Rizzo. Well, that's kind of pretty much about it. And Jeff said it best too. Before the winter meetings come around, which I think it's early to mid-December, the first or second week in December. Like, that's where you see the stars like, Judge and all these guys, kind of sign, either they want to sign a new contract with their teams or go elsewhere, knowing that Judge, that Aaron Judge is pretty much the face of the free agency, because wherever he goes, it's gonna break the baseball market in terms of where he's going to sign. But I do think he's going to stay Yankee. I really do think so. Well, you got to depends on who you're asking. I mean, the Yankees over time, you have to realize too, the Yankees had a lot of Hall of Famers. Now, granted, they haven't really, which is crazy too. It's just like, look, I don't think New York's a bad, you got to think too, Philly, Chicago, New York, Los Angeles. Those are your bigger markets. Now, a lot of times, and I've said this, I don't think I've said this, but I'll say this too. When you have a bigger market, like I said, with Philadelphia, Chicago, New York, there's always a certain level of expectations you have to follow, or at least live up to, because we hold you, especially in Philly, a blue collar town with a football mentality, no matter what sport it is, especially if you really think about it, during Phillies games, we have a football mentality. If you don't live up to a certain standard, we're going to let you know about it. And some players don't like the way that they are being criticized. Perfect example too. It's like, I just feel like, people have to understand, especially professional players, you got to learn how to take criticism. If you suck, get better. That's all you have to do. Don't pull like a Jalen Reagor or a Ben Simmons. Who else can I think off the top of my head? That was just so bad. But that's what, kind of gives you the perfect examples who wouldn't live up to the standard that we hold them to. You know what I mean? But I don't think New York's a really bad place to play. Now, granted, yes, depending on where you're at, if you're a Mets or Yankees fan, that's a whole different situation in its entirety. But, for me, I just feel like, Chicago, well, unless you want us to be stuck in tradition over the years. But no, I don't think Chicago is really that much bad to play. I don't think, I would disagree to some extent. There are some players that actually had really good careers in had really good careers in New York, and there's been some what if stories. Basically for the Mets, I mean, perfect example, David Wright. What if all these injuries did not occur with David Wright? For me, the way that I see it, oh damn. What up, Flame? What up, Flame? But shout out to the 6 that is in the chat, especially the one from Twitch, too. We're also building up our Twitch channel as well. But like I said, going back to what I said about David Wright, which is one of the examples that I've kind of mentioned is one of the biggest what if. What if, David Wright didn't have one of the injuries? What could his career trajectory could lead him to? For me, I think he could have been definitely a Hall of Fame third baseman for sure if he wasn't dealing with had this many injuries throughout his career. Or a perfect example that another guy that fell off the face of the goddamn earth, and that's Matt Harvey. Matt Harvey, man, if you really look back in like his early days with the Mets, with the Dark Knight and all this stuff, with that kind of, I would say that symbolism, was one of the better pitchers. But ever since I think after 2015, he just fell off, which is sad. It's sad to say, and if Jeff talked about it. A lot of people, it's just like, I don't know. Like, it's just, for me, I just feel like, people, some players like I said, Matt Harvey, there's going to be times where they're going to be addicted to a certain lifestyle. And that, unfortunately, you have to pay the price as being a professional athlete. I mean, unless you're not going to Las Vegas, but that's besides the point. Unless, good Lord, unless you're an Aces fan like myself or a Golden Knights fan like my buddy Jake Silva. Like, there are times it's like where you have to feel bad for some teams. Like the Oakland A's playing a small market like Oakland. Let's be real, ain't doing nothing to help them. And I even said this too. I won't be surprised if they the Athletics let Oakland, because he already drove the Raiders out. Now, granted, the Raiders are kind of paying the price of being in Vegas and what the Vegas lifestyle brings since going there. Being like party capital of the world. The gambling, also known as the gambling capital at the same time. Me and Tyler even said this too. Like knowing that when we heard that they're going to move to Vegas, we just said, this is not going to end well. Yeah, and you saw it in the last couple of years, and we saw Henry Ruggs going to jail for a DUI. Damon Arnett acting like a complete mockery of himself. Nate Haas, we'll give a slight benefit of the doubt, even though he should not have had the keys in the ignition while he was intoxicated. This is where my thing is to where it drives me up a wall. If you're a professional athlete, if you drink way too fucking, and this applies to everybody, mostly, and in terms of professional athletes who, especially that go to Vegas or that plays in Vegas, the way that I see it is that if you're going to get super hammered, there's a thing called Lyft or Uber, get a damn cab, for the love of Christ. That's what bugs me about that. When we heard about the Henry Ruggs problem, him driving drunk and unfortunately killing a person, for the love of God, I don't get it through what goes through these athletes' minds. It's like, they think they're like, I don't know. That's just where my criticism will come. Like, you have these like taxi services, like just like an actual cab. You got Lyft, you got Uber. For the love of God, like it's not hard to get out of like Lyft, Uber, or cab if you don't have the ability to drive. If you're fucking drunk as hell, that's just me. Because I guess, well, even though I may not have a car, I can speak from experience. I've been shit faced before. Yeah, I've taken a Lyft home. Yes, I don't even though I don't have a car, but some of these athletes have to be at times. Well, I mean, unless you're like David Arnett, that's a whole different situation in its entirety. But like I said, man, it's been like I said, man. It's been a crazy ride of different news stories coming out in the sports world and stuff like that. But like I said, man, it's been kind of fun the last year and a half, soon to be 2 years, probably even more going down the road. Like I said, the grind doesn't stop. I'm going to try to get me and Tyler. We're trying to put more hard work into the channel as well. We're trying to have more people on. Yeah, I mean, it's been, like I said, it's been kind of fun. Doing kind of. Ah, damn. Oh, and that's another thing too. As as being a diehard Eagles fan, but as a general football fan, the only games that should never exist, well, not actually should exist this year, is watching Broncos games. Good Lord, like the Broncos are just ass backwards. Well, and then those the Vegas Raiders too, but that's a whole different story in its entirety. But I mean, like I said, man, the sports world's been very, very fucking crazy. I mean, perfect example, man. We saw friggin' the Jets have an opportunity. The Jets have an opportunity to be in the first place of the AFC East, which who would have saw that coming? You know what I mean? From what I remember over the years, well, he's a hack for sorry with the bad pun, but it's true. First of all, the fact that they try to they brought in a hack and try to lure Aaron Rodgers away from Green Bay, which, let's be real, that was kind of stupid on the part of Denver, because I just feel like there's certain players that are just, let's see, in Broncos versus, yeah, I can agree with that. That's 100% sure. I can agree with that, Arku. That's for sure. But like I said, man, like I said, in the next 30 minutes, I'm going to be live for the MLB free agency. Like I said, I don't do these. I mean, I'll hold these ever so often, but usually, we're just talk for 20 to 30 minutes, mostly. But like I said, man, these streams are kind of fun. Just kind of get like stuff off my chest. Kind of like you could describe it as, I've seen other creators do like a mental health Mondays and stuff like that. But I can say this be like let's talk Tuesdays or something like that. Or what's today? Today's Friday. But I mean, we'll see. Like I said, I'll do more of these. Because I kind of find it's fun to do and just sit down, get behind the camera, and just talk. And stream this on my YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Like I said, man, it's been kind of fun the last year and a half to 2 years, but looking at everything as a whole. But yeah, man, it's been, like I said, even though I do have, I've dealt with haters over during my time as a content creator. But like I said, what content creator doesn't have haters? You know what I mean? It's funny to clap it. And it's crazy too. It's just like, and how much people want to talk. And yeah, this is the way that I see it. Obviously, when the Commanders beat my Eagles on Monday night, yeah, the Commanders fans deserved a lot to talk shit on us because, yeah, they expose us. Now, a team like the Falcons, on the other hand, and parts of their fan base, decided to talk shit because, let's be real, y'all. It's funny because even though they're playing some decent football at 4-6 now, y'all have you have no right to talk shit because y'all are in one of the worst other than the AFC South, it's one of the other worst divisions in football. Oh, bruh. But that's besides the point. But like I said, I'm not going to be here for much longer. I do have Emily Free Agency coming up in the next 28 minutes. For anyone who wants to come in, tune in to that. And goddamn, I got these fucking haircuts. Good lord. But yeah, but shout out to the 4 people though. If you guys are new, welcome everybody towards the back end of the stream. Like I said, I don't hold these very often, but when I do, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Be just fun, just talk stuff and just kind of get my. But yeah, but other than that, though, like I said, appreciate everybody coming through. With that being said, if you guys like the stream, let's get some comments here before we get. I'll go to especially, I don't know if anybody has seen. I did post a couple shorts. A short yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. On the on the signing of Ndamukong Suh. I highly recommend you guys go check that out because that's one of my second highest viewed short in the NFL world. But we'll see. Like I say, we'll see what happens come Sunday. I'm going to be live with Philly Sports Wrap as well. So yeah, you guys don't want to miss that. And I'm going to be live with Jeff as well at 8:20 on Sunday as well for Sunday Night Football between the Chiefs and the Chargers. But with that being said, this is another episode of the Let's Talk. Obviously, Let's Talk Fridays. Still working on the name. Basically, kind of like, just sit down. It's going to be interesting. But shout out to 7 though, as well. That's coming in. Like I said, I'm not the kind of and this is another thing too. Might as well stay for like another couple of minutes. All right, not a problem. Like I said, I really enjoy doing these kind of streams just because, I like to get stuff off my chest a lot of it and just kind of give you guys, and just talk to you guys a little bit and just enjoy, trying to get stuff on my mind, and kind of see where, not also give like a channel update, but kind of see, as what kind of content you want to see. But also, you also can check out the community tab that I usually post. Now that I think about it, I haven't really posted on the community tab in a while, but we're looking at everything else realistically as a whole. I don't know, but like I said, this is going to be the last, I'd say that's going to be the last episode, but there's going to be more episodes coming. Might have some guests on and just kind of just talk things over, and just shoot the shit, basically. It's like an afternoon chill stream, kind of like a mental health kind of, obviously not mental health kind of thing, but kind of just, sit back, just talk, kind of relive some stuff. And also on my late night shoot too, which I might have to put one together. But with that being said, though, appreciate everybody that's coming through. If you guys are new, welcome everybody. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also follow my Twitch. Follow the Twitch is linked down below. With that being said, this was Robert from the Philly Sports Podcast. I'll see you guys in the next stream.